Hey, what is up everybody? Zero Fats here coming at you on behalf of Nutribullet time. Now listen, it's October, right? It's the October edition, right? Now, we don't make pea soup very often around here, but when we do, it's awesome. So, we're gonna do it right now. I know, guys. I know I'm not funny. I gotta try, man. I gotta keep on trying. My girlfriend tells me all the time, Cam, you're not funny. Alright, you're not funny, stop trying. But I keep trying. For you guys. Alright, check it out. Pea Soup October edition. Alright? Alright, first thing, 1 cup of peas. We're using frozen peas here. I mean, you know, with these recipes and these ingredients, get as organic as you can, okay guys? All the research I've done, all the research Camera Girl's done, tells us the closer you can get to organic on pretty much everything you consume, the better off you're gonna be, okay? So every ingredient I tell you, if you can find some kind of organic alternative, go for it, seriously. You're only gonna help yourself by doing that. Okay, next up, we're gonna go a cup of chicken broth or vegetable broth. We're using chicken broth here. Okay, next up, we're going to use a 1/4 cup of half and half. Just something to kind of give it a creamy, kind of a cream kind of texture. Next up, we're going to use a little bit of butter. I think that's about a tablespoon of butter that we use there. Next up, we're going to use a few onions. And these are just some leftovers that we had for onions. I didn't even chop those up too fine. Next up, we're going to give it a little bit of pepper. Next up, we're going to give it a little bit of salt. I'm kind of being tongue-in-cheek with these ingredients, you guys. I haven't measured everything out too precisely. We'll do another recipe book here, you know, in a while, and we'll get these ingredients measured out more precise for you guys, but right now I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek with it. What we really want to know is, can this thing make soup? That's what we really all want to know. So anyways, let's see if we can do it. Basically with the Nutribullet RX, it's supposed to be a 7-minute cycle for hot stuff. You gotta use this soup pitcher, man. You can't be using any of those other pitchers with this hot cycle, okay? It's dangerous. I don't want to see anybody get hurt out there, okay? You can't use any of those other pitchers with the hot stuff. Always use this soup pitcher. It's got like a vented top on it, so very cool. Okay, now before I put this on here, I'm gonna time this thing. I borrowed my son's Spider-Man clock just for this. He said it's okay, Dad, but don't keep it too long. But it's about 8:05 now. We're gonna see if it's a 7-minute cycle. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this on here and get cooking. I'm not gonna cut it. Okay, I'm not gonna cut it, you guys. So if you need to go get a snack or something, go for it. Okay guys, so I wanted to let that run for a full cycle just to give you guys an idea about how long that 7-minute cycle was. You hear my little alarm going off in the background. I actually had 2 alarms set. I had my son's clock and I had the stove clock set also for 7 minutes, just so we could see, you know, if it's an actual 7-minute cycle or if it goes over or if it's under or what. And yeah, it's pretty much about 7 minutes. And if you guys watch the whole thing, then you know as well as I do, man, that's a pretty long time to sit there and wait on something. Another thing you might not have got just by watching it, but when you're actually in the room with this thing, it is extremely loud. Okay, so if you got little kids around, you're not going to want them to be in the same room as this thing when it's doing that 7-minute cycle, because it's really loud. It could probably hurt their ears a little bit. What else? Oh, if you want to make soup like back to back, you can only do 2 cycles. Okay, you can do one, like let's say I wanted to do another thing, split pea soup after I got done with this. I need to wait a whole minute in between, and then I can do my second one, okay? And then after I do 2 different ones, I can't do any more for at least like an hour. And all that stuff's in the instruction manual, but I just wanted to let you guys know, in case you're like me and you don't really read instructions, this is one machine where you definitely want to read the instructions, okay? Because there's a lot of little nuances to it that you don't get. It's not just a, hey, plug it in and flip it on and go. It's not really that kind of blender. It's got a lot of little nuances to it, and you definitely want to read your instruction manual, because there's definitely some do's and don'ts with this blender, okay? So anyways, whatever. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. We waited forever. I'm old now. And I was old before, so now I'm like as old as Dracula now. So anyways, here we go. You guys can see that's nice and steamy. It should be nice and steamy. I could have cooked it that long in my oven, on my stove. But yeah, it's nice and hot. Got kind of a nice color to it. This is our pea soup, October edition, split pea, look at me, October edition soup. Hey, that's good. Yeah, man, that's pretty good. That's really good. It's hot. It's very hot. So, like, we've only made a couple of soups in the Nutribullet RX. Now, the first time I made soup in it, it's like, I swear, I smelled like a burning plastic kind of smell coming from the blender. Kind of freaked me out a little bit. Second time we did soup, which was actually just earlier today, we did one for blendingforyourhealth.com. We did a pumpkin soup. So if anybody's interested in blendingforyourhealth.com, that pumpkin soup smoothie will be on that site a little later this month. But we did that one, and I kind of also smell a burning smell. Did you smell the burning smell also? Kind of a weird burning plastic smell. Now this is our third soup, or actually 4th time we used the soup thing on the Nutribullet RX, and I don't smell the burning plastic smell as much at all, actually. So I don't know if it just kind of like has to wear out of it. Has to get its parts fired up, and it kind of gets into its thing. I don't know what, but yeah, with this pea soup here, I don't really smell any kind of a burning plastic smell. The first couple times we used it, I did kind of smell like a burning plastic smell when we used that 7-minute cycle. So it kind of bothered me too. It kind of sucked, you know. It's like, man, are you kidding me? What is this? But anyways, just food for thought. I'm not really smelling it now. This pea soup actually tastes really good. Right now, here's where I'm at with the Nutribullet RX, right? Makes killer smoothies, right? The 1-minute cycle, and you don't even have to do it for a whole minute. You can do it for like 30 seconds, and it makes like killer smoothies. You can make smoothies with like less water, so it makes them a lot more flavorful. So it makes killer smoothies. With the soups, I'm still kind of apprehensive. It's a really long time to run the blender, and like it's really loud. And like I said, the first couple times I used it, I got a weird burning plastic smell. So I don't know what that was, but that's where I'm at with it right now, man. This pea soup is absolutely phenomenal. I'll catch up with you guys next time. Blending for Your Health is going to open up on the 15th of October. I'll see you guys there. Peace.